This episode of the We Like Shooting Show is brought to you by Swamp Box Optics, Medical Gear Outfitters, Blue Alpha, Franklin Armory, Bowers Group, Black Rhino Concealment, and True Shot Gun Club.
Welcome to the We Like Shooting Show, episode 425. Tonight we're going to talk about Alec Baldwin, Seekins adjustable gas block, Springfield's new whatever pistol, and some weird-ass charging handle they made, and more. Our cast tonight, Jeremy Paz, Derek, we got Savage 1 hour checking in. The Machine Gun Moses, Aaron Krieger's here. Nick Lynch phoning it in. My name's Sean Heron. Welcome to the show. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Are we okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, buddy.
Are you okay?
I'm all right.
That was really excessive.
I'm sorry.
You like tapped out your mic and everything, like
You know
spiked it.
Are you still talking? Because I've already moved on. What are you fucking like a woman? Let it go.
Hey,
let that shit go, dude.
Hey,
they never let it
go. Seconds ago? Remember 7 seconds ago when you fucking
always bringing up the past. Always
maxed it all out.
Bringing up the past.
Yeah, do you remember that? Because it happened just a few seconds ago. Nick, are you there?
I'm here.
Hey, do you remember when Aaron like maxed his microphone out because he was just like screaming?
Jesus Christ! Just like a.
I don't. Did he max out his? Did he max out his mic? I wasn't there to see the levels spike.
I don't know. I stopped caring like 35 seconds ago, honestly.
Did you? Did you really? Because you asked me.
Yeah. Well,
which indicates that you did in fact care.
You know, see, the problem is that you don't agree with me and that you didn't like lay it on pretty thick, and
you're trying to act like you're cool. Here, wait, let's try again. Ask me again.
Hey, Nick, remember when Aaron maxed his microphone out?
Yeah, fuck that guy. What a piece of shit.
Thanks, right, Nick? Exactly. Savage, remember when Aaron did that? That was terrible. Aaron's
totally.
Yeah, Aaron's terrible.
Fucking bitches in this place.
Aaron is a good man.
Aw.
So what is this? Episode 4 1/4?
Yeah, Aaron's a good person.
No, he's not.
Okay,
he's not a good person. We're all relatively horrible human beings. Have you met us?
That is actually true. I can only speak for me.
I am not a good person.
No, me either. I'm actually a pretty bad person. Yeah. Savage, are you a good person? Savage seems like he might be a good person.
I'm borderline schizophrenic.
If commies were people.
I literally think sending dick pics is following the golden rule. I want you to send nudes, so I'm going to send nudes. Like, it's the golden rule.
You guys just heard.
You want guys to send you dick pics?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying to women, but you know.
You want women to send you dick pics? I'm so confused right now.
Yeah.
I want women to send me nudes of their body.
Oh.
That's a weird place to take that, Aaron. Like, are you hiding some shit?
What are you hiding, Aaron? Yeah, what are you hiding, Aaron?
He's only going off of exactly what you said, which is that you were doing unto others as you wished for them to do unto you.
I want girls to send me nudes in exchange for nudes of my body. That's exactly what I said.
No, it's not exactly what you said at all.
Hi, Jeremy's wife.
Yeah.
Okay, but wait a minute. Can you imagine?
It doesn't mean she's not included in that list or the only
imagine?
person on that list anymore.
Imagine a girl sending Jeremy a picture of their beautiful nakedness, and then Jeremy sends back his goddamn cancer balls just with little dirt hairs sticking out. Like, how the fuck is that do unto others as you would have done unto you? They send you a gift, you send them eye cancer. It's just bad. It's just bad.
I mean, to you. Awful. Look, women have slept with all of us, presumably. I don't know about Aaron or Savage, but
I don't want to talk about my.
Jeremy's
Go ahead, Nick.
Jeremy's just trying to make himself feel better because Alec Baldwin has more statesides than he does.
Oh,
man.
oh boy. Oh boy. I guess on that note. Aaron, on that note,
Yes,
who
sir.
are we going to talk about?
Oh, we're going to talk about everybody. All right. We're going to be talking about well, let's start with Swamp Fox Optics. How's that sound?
What do you want to talk about?
So I was out shooting yesterday, and I was using my Swamp Fox Optics. And here's the crazy thing is that gun's been in the closet for a while. It's kind of like Jeremy. And and it still worked. The battery life was still good. It lit up. It was I think it was the blade I was using, and it just it lit up and it had no problem. So it was really like the sitting life was awesome.
Were you using a blade?
Actually, let me see. Yes, the blade.
Nice. Yeah, the blade is actually one of my favorites because I have astigmatism, which I actually thought was when you got a boner that wouldn't go away, but that turns out that that's a priapism.
Yes.
Oh, good to know.
So anyway, it made
spider bites can actually cause that.
Yeah, yeah. Also, the nudes that your mom sent us also can cause that.
My mom's a lovely lady, so I would only assume
really is. She's the best.
She really is.
Yeah,
so hot.
Yeah. We love Jeremy's mom. Actually, if she ever heard us saying things like that, I would be mortified.
She listens to the show.
I heard that Alec Baldwin was distracted looking at nudes of Jeremy's mom.
Well, I mean, she heard
and
Jeremy.
That's why he shot those people.
Yeah, she did hear Jeremy say that he believes in equal opportunity. So, anyway, let's change subjects because I don't know how to get out of this, and I'm getting very uncomfortable. The blade is awesome. SwampFoxOptics.com. Use coupon code WLS's life. They're actually decreasing all of their coupon codes. So if you want to go buy right now.
Even ours?
Everyone's. All right. It's time for Gear Chat. Aaron, why don't you talk about what you want to talk about?
I was going to talk about the Seekins adjustable gas block.
So you're like, Seekins destroy.
I'm like, fucking Seekins.
Okay, low pro adjustable gas block.
Yes. That's great, right? Like low profile, yes. Adjustable, yes. Got to remove the fucking handguard to adjust it? No. God damn it. Why? I you know, it's my own fault for buying it and not fucking thinking about this like, but every time if I go from suppressed to unsuppressed on this rifle, I got to fucking deal with taking the handguard off and then adjusting the gas block.
Is this one that you adjust from the front, basically?
Actually, I believe it's yes, from the front. Yes.
So just go get.
Why don't you just get a longer?
Yeah. Order a long.
Allen wrench. Allen
yeah,
screw,
Allen key.
Yeah. Yeah, I shouldn't have to.
That's how most of them are. Well,
it's literally what you have to do.
Well, I'm on my AR pistol with a 10.5-inch barrel. So it's a pain in the ass, is what it is.
Literally.
I can't fucking. You gotta call back.
Yeah.
It's not Nick. I can hear him perfectly.
Okay, yeah, you're a robot too, Sean.
Oh no. Okay.
Maybe it's Sean that's a robot and he's roboting Nick to the rest of us.
Yeah. Why did you? Yeah. Why can't you carry Nick like a normal human being, Sean?
Damn it, Sean.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, you should be good now.
Oh, thank God. Okay, now Nick, now you can talk.
Okay, Aaron, how did you think that this was going to work?
I didn't foresee it being a that big of an issue, Nick. That's why let me start that over again, because I think I said it really like an asshole. Nick, I actually didn't foresee that to be like that big of an issue. I assumed that being able to move within and out of the suppressed to unsuppressed, or just the fact that I was actually just planning on keeping that rifle suppressed, but then realized that, you know what, I'm gonna throw the suppressor on a different rifle because I don't have a ton of suppressors rolling around.
All right.
Rodent says it comes with the long ass Allen wrench. Yours didn't come with one?
Mine did not, no.
Yeah, so rifle speed actually is kind of interesting for this.
Aaron and everybody else out there. if you're gonna go suppressed to unsuppressed with an adjustable gas block, get one that's tactile and has positions versus one with a set screw. Like it's just fucking easier to go click, 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 click. Than to be sitting there. All right, I was what was it? A turn and a half, 2 turns? I don't fucking remember. Ooh, yeah. Go get a fucking Seekins does make one. I forget what model it is. The POF Dictator is really I like that one.
The Noveski switch block is great. Also, a really important aspect to being able to use those is to have a handguard that either sits at or behind the gas block so that it's exposed and you can actually get to it.
Yeah, that's. I'm sorry, that was another thing that I would have gone with.
Or have an Allen key that's just tall enough to fucking reach it or long enough to fucking reach it.
Yeah. And you can buy the long ones. But Aaron, like I'm actually with you. I have bought adjustables in the past and I was like, well, fuck this. And there are some better options, but I did order some super long Allen keys.
Yeah, and listen, I've got a bag, like fucking 70-pound bag full of Allen keys.
Same.
You know, like it's just a matter of pulling out the right one, but it's a matter of finding the right one. And it's like, I want to go shoot now. I don't want to have to go back and adjust. And then, especially with the Seekins, it's like, oh, well, let me, turn it, find it the right, tune it to the right gas and stuff. So anyhow.
Thomas L says the Seekins have detents. So does yours click when you turn it, Aaron?
Not that I'm aware of, but
you must have like a basic one or something.
Because I'm a basic bitch.
So I sent a little thing that Springfield Armory put out, said we're going to announce something very soon. And then they announced it, and it's the SA 35 9mm handgun. So I'm not really familiar with the original, which was Browning's P35 design. Jeremy,
high power.
So it is a high power. That's what I thought. Yeah. Okay. Do any of you guys care about this?
Yeah. I think they fucked up in a lot of ways.
Okay. Nick, I'm going to go with you first. You do care. Why?
Because the high power is a really cool gun. It went out of production a year or two ago, or a while ago. Browning stopped making them. It's cool to see these come back. MSRP on them is like $7.99 or $6.99, which I think is pretty reasonable for a metal framed double stack pistol like this. If you've shot a high power, it's like it's a really nice experience. It's kind of like shooting a 1911, but a little bit different. I think it would be cool to see a modernized version, and maybe they will come out with a modernized version next that has like a light rail and can take a red dot or something. Would be pretty cool. But yeah, I love the high power.
Okay, awesome. Jeremy, you said you think they made some mistakes. What do you think?
I think if they, or maybe they will later, but like they modernized it a little bit. They did some stuff. They put a safety on there that's better than the original, from what I could tell. They put like a commander style hammer on it instead of the spurred hammer that traditionally came on there. But like if you're gonna go that far, why doesn't it have an accessory rail on it? Why didn't you create one with an accessory? John Moses Browning was a fucking fan of goddamn innovation. John Moses Browning innovated more goddamn shit in our fucking realm than just about anybody on the planet. Like we were talking to somebody. I was like, and Tony, my manager, goes, "Name me the first person that thought to put the recoil spring around the barrel."
Was it Browning?
Yeah, FN 1910, I believe.
Nice.
And it was like, I was like, yeah, name me the first person that thought of a tilt lock design on a handgun. And I was like, oh fuck, I think it's Browning again. We just kept naming shit that Browning. What?
Browning didn't finish this design though. Browning started the high power as a striker fired pistol, and I'm sure I'm going to mispronounce it, but Donde Saif is the one who, or Saif or whatever, is the one who finished the high power.
I understand
that. Fired and made a bunch of other changes.
I understand that. I'm saying people would be like, oh, what are you changing? Like 1911s have rails on them. If you're going to modernize a goddamn high power, put a fucking accessory rail on it. Actually modernize it. Like there's so many things more that they could have done to make a modern. Yeah, it's cool. I don't give a shit about high powers. It's like I have a CZ75. It's just the grandchild of a high power. I don't need a fucking I don't collect guns. Oh, CZ75 is a natural progression of a Browning high power.
Mhm.
No, it literally is.
One might say it's a derivative.
They look.
It's
very
a direct
similar, but
descendant.
They don't operate. It's not a descendant. They
It
don't operate
completely
the same.
is. It doesn't have to operate the same. It has
It's
to
not.
take a lot of design features of it.
Okay, well, it has a different firing mechanism. It's a good bit different. Fire control group, whatever you want to call it.
So it was influenced by the design of the high power.
Also, like the CZ75, the slide rides inside the frame.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. Like
they look similar.
I didn't say they were identical guns. I said they took stuff from the high power and it was a progression into a CZ75. Just because shit is different does not make that not true. The high power is a continuation of the 1911. They look nothing alike.
The CZ75 is a high power derivative in the same way that Savage's Smith & Wesson is a derivative of a 1911.
Depends on the Smith.
I love if you go to the Springfield website and click through their pictures of the gun, they have two different angles of the bottom of the gun flipped over, and then they have 4 photos total, one with the magazine and one without the magazine. So they're like, we got to show you the underside of the gun 4 times, just so you know what it looks like with a mag and without.
Weird. You're like, did it look different than you expected, or?
No, it didn't.
Yeah, that's what
I was like, oh, there's a hole. Now there's not a hole.
All right, Aaron, what do you think? High power? You into it? The new one?
I like the old one. The new one, fine. Sure, it's a gun. Shoots. Take it. Sold.
Savage.
3-2.
I got no problem with it. I'm not particularly interested as I am in a CZ75, but it's a nice gun. Nothing wrong with it.
All right. Well, fair enough.
And MSRP is $6.99.
Yeah, which means they'll probably retail for $5.50 to $6,
which is not bad.
Yeah, which is
for the first
a gun with a metal frame.
Yeah,
until they become until they're not vaporware, they're going to be like $800,000-$900,000, depending on how many Springfield geared up for this release. But if there's like none in existence and they're just planning on now start making them, like, yeah, you're never going to see one. And if you do, it's going to be 3 times that price until it is no longer a smoke show.
I can see that. All right. Well, there you have it. Before we do anything else, Deal Bro launched his own Telegram channel, and he's putting deals out there every single damn day, like an entire Polymer 80, all the parts and links and everything. So if you've ever wanted to do that, they're out there. Deal Bro also today posted, before anyone else even knew about it, some stuff from True Shot Gun Club. It was 223 ammo. It was tool ammo, but it was like 35 cents a round, which is cheaper than I've seen it anywhere lately. And then there was some Blazer brass that was 36, 37 cents a round. So it's coming back. True Shot Gun Club is pushing everything really hard. They're really pushing hard to have good inventory in all the time. We're still working on the coupon code, but it will be coming out very soon, and go support them. They're our official ammo sponsor, TrueShotGunClub.com. And don't forget to join our Telegram, t.me/WLS Deal Bro. We're also giving away a rifle, a Cobalt Kinetics rifle, just like the one that I have in the stainless 12.5 inch. Well, I'm sorry, actually it's a pistol, AR pistol, stainless 12.5 inch. You can find that on our Instagram, and especially you get extra entries every single day in the Deal Bro Telegram, and that's t.me/WLS Deal Bro. Nick, what did you want to talk about?
Okay. So, Springfield Armory is busy right now.
They are.
They also just put out a brand new charging handle. It's got kind of an interesting design where you can like unhinge one side of it, it swings out, and then I guess it ratchets so that if you have a stuck casing, You can use like the ratcheting mechanism to give you some extra leverage to try to pull the stuck casing out.
Mm-hmm.
I've had stuck casings shooting a lot of steel ammo. Sean, I know you've had issues with stuck casings recently.
Yes.
However, I'm not sure how much I actually feel like I need this.
All right. On the one hand, especially on the one hand, I'm like, okay, I kind of understand this and like it might be kind of cool-ish if they also released like enhanced extractors that aren't going to fucking like, not work correctly. Cause that's the problem, right? You go to mortar it or something and the extractor just pulls the rim off and then you're double fucked.
Yeah. Yeah. That was my exact thought too. Like, great. Now you have all this awesome leverage and you just rip the casing in half and now your situation's worse. But yeah, I don't know. This thing's $99. So, I mean, something like a Radian Raptor isn't that much less. So like the price isn't insane. I don't know. Do any of you guys like see this as being a super helpful thing?
Yeah. Jeremy?
It's super helpful if I could take it on and off or replace it when I needed it. Like, if you can figure out a way to like snap that thing on and off, like, oh shit, rank, pop it back off, go to fucking work, that'd be super cool. As it stands, it's like kind of like Bubba and his lip and Forrest Gump. Like, you better tuck that thing in before you get it caught on a tripwire.
Right. Savage, what do you think?
I mean, it's the only thing that would interest me is if the charging handle was forward. Having it way back there it just sticks out a little bit more than a regular charging handle would, which is not really that helpful. So, not too much interested.
Ron?
It's called Lev, which is too close to Zev. Fuck Zev.
Damn. Aaron's got it in for Zev tonight. Yeah, like I just don't see that this would really solve any of my problems. And is there like mechanical advantage with this? I know it ratchets, so it, like you hold where it is, but is there like a mechanical advantage, or are you now just trying to impart force on this tiny little arm?
I mean, I assume there's some mechanical advantage in there, right? Like
it is a lever.
You've got some additional leverage, yeah.
But yeah,
they don't have a video of the thing being used. They just have a video that shows like a bunch of different angles on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I guess it does look like it demonstrates how it's used here. It definitely looks bulkier than your standard charging handle.
And where does it get? Like, how does it push back? Right? Like, does it push against the back of your receiver? Like, where does it get?
That's what it looks like.
Okay.
Like you pull the lever and it pushes against the back of the upper and forces the charging handle to the rear.
Yeah, because if you only got a stuck casing, it's only got to pop back that far. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
It's only got to get it started; it'll pop right out.
I completely agree with Jeremy. If this was something that you could like set over your charging handle and then have like a little extra leverage, so you, like mortaring a rifle, you risk breaking the stock and stuff. You know, you've got to like fully collapse it. There's some concern there. So I definitely understand maybe not wanting to do that. So like if this dropped onto a charging handle, that would be pretty cool. You know, if it was something you could just like keep in your range bag. I don't know that it's something that I want on the gun.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't take up any extra space, right? It's because it folds over and just looks like a normal charging handle until you actually need it. And then you depress.
I guess it looks like it's a little bit bulkier than a standard one.
A little bit, yeah. And it does actually only pull back like maybe 1/4 inch, maybe.
I'm interested to know if the mechanism were to break, would it prevent the charging handle from going all the way forward?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Springfield's busy inventing stuff. or I'm sorry, reissuing stuff, reissuing.
You know
But
what? There's a lot of shit that I wish Springfield would tackle. Like, if you're gonna okay, you import all your modern shit and you make all the, you make all your old shit at home. Like, can we get some other classics that like I actually give a shit about? Like stuff that's hard to find. Like, there's companies out there that make high power clones.
yeah, one of our listeners sent me one. Said,
Feg.
What?
You mean FEG?
FEG, Feg.
I was like, fuck you, bitch.
No, Feg, not Fag.
I don't think they make those anymore, though.
Feg might not, but I think there's other Turkish clones out there, or there's Turkish clones out there of high powers.
MK3 firearms.
MK3.
They
somebody
do
else.
high powers.
But anyway, but like, I don't know. I just feel like there's so like, you know how many people would probably like, you could do a limited run, but I'll bet you could do a limited run of fucking Mauser broom handles and people would fucking destroy those things, especially if you made them in a modern caliber.
I agree with that.
Yeah. I would love that.
Like, yeah, it'd be cool. Like, even if it was like $1,500, that's still cheaper than a lot of the, at least the ones that are in good enough shape to shoot, but then you don't want to fucking shoot them because you don't want to fucking, hell, the kid that works for me, Marco, has one. I'm like, you ever sell that thing? He goes, somebody wants to give me $5,000 for it. They can. It's a blah, 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 blah. And it's in a fucking 98% condition. I mean, it's a really nice piece, but and he's like, yeah, it's got the numbers matching stock and it's got the, the stock holster thing. And yeah, like, why not that? Like, those are actually hard to fucking find. Why not, like, I don't know, there's just lots of shit that I think would have been a better fit, not a fucking high power, although the price is pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Come on, Springfield, get your fucking act together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like a fucking trapdoor. How fucking cool would that be? I would actually take a Springfield trapdoor.
That would be awesome.
I think that'd be fucking cool and not that fucking hard to make. Really not that goddamn hard to make.
What they really need to do is put out some cheap M1s. Like $300.
I don't know about that. I think they should have them forged. But yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, I would like a $500 M14. No, you would not.
Barrels by Bear Creek.
Yeah, Bear Creek barrels. Stocks made out of plywood.
Yeesh.
I don't know. I've heard some not too horrible things about the Norinco M14.
Really? Are those pretty inexpensive?
I always heard the receivers were good, but everything else was kind of trash.
Yeah, that's essentially what I've heard too, Jeremy. However, they're also like, it's been a few years since I looked, but the last time I looked in Canada, they were going for like $700. So, I mean, it could be a pretty cool platform to like get and shoot until something goes wrong and then slowly replace stuff with like quality parts,
Yeah.
That's a good plan.
That actually, yeah. And then by the time you're done, you have a $2,000 M14.
Sure you do. But it would also be like kind of a badass gun and it would be set up exactly the way you wanted it.
All right. That's fair. Okay. That will do it for the gear in the gear chat. Simon says train Anderson manufacturing M1A receivers with Bear Creek Arsenal barrels. Because fuck your face.
I'm holding out for the Anderson Blim M14 receivers.
Fair. Aaron, who's next?
Well, speaking of gear chat and gear, let's talk about medical gear outfitters, Sean.
Oh, let's do that. I got a question from Jono on Telegram. And the question was, got some kids going to be around and I'm looking for like what med kit you recommend, or what stuff to actually order. And I was like, this is pretty easy. Get a trauma kit because everyone should have a trauma kit. And if you don't have a trauma kit, kick yourself in the nuts and get a trauma kit. But then also the mom kit over at Medical Gear Outfitters is another like perfect one. So like buy those two things and you're going to be covered for just about everything. The mom kit has everything, like all kinds of like, the medicine and band-aids and all kinds of other stuff as well. And it is it's a great option. So if you have kids around all the time, the mom kit is great. Even if you're a dad, you can buy the mom kit. I think he needs to have a dad kit that just has like black band-aids
and beer
and everything else that the mom kit has.
It needs a big bag of dirt because that's what you rub on it if it gets hurt.
Exactly.
Just rub some dirt on it, kid.
All you need is Benadryl and dirt. If it can't be fixed by that, bury it.
Oh, or duct tape.
Yeah,
Benadryl. Yeah,
yeah. Anyway, change your socks. MedicalGearOutfitters.com. Coupon code We Like Shooting saves you 11%, and that's a healthy discount, especially on medical gear. And I promise, Skinny Medic will definitely not sneeze in your package. I like some of this rock music that the kids are listening to.
Get off my lawn.
WLS Lifestyle. Aaron, what you got?
I want to talk about some backup guns. So I was out shooting the other day. In fact, it was just yesterday I was out shooting. And I take my gun out, which I have conveniently located in a quick grab location. And I went out. I'm like, this is it. I'm going to go shooting. And I realize as I'm shooting that my gun is undergassed because it has a Seekins Pro, like a gas block on there. Jeez. And I'm like, holy shit, if I actually needed this gun and it was an emergency, I would be fucked. Because I'm like, it's become a single shot AR.
It's bolt action now.
Yeah. Which was like, holy shit. All right. So for those of you who have your guns and shit like put away in case of emergencies, it's a good idea to take them out and just test fire them every so often. If it's just 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, just make sure everything's running right. Because now I know that I need to tune this thing up so that when I do need it, or if I do need it, it's available and it's not just a single action AR-15 bolt action rifle.
Yeah, like I know going to the range and shooting a lot, filming every week, very often would have something fail. Like, because we're taking out new guns, and so like a gun would fail, and I'd be like, cool, well, I guess we just drove an hour here and an hour back, and now we can't actually do anything because shit's broke. So we always started bringing backup guns, which made me think that I should probably like have backup guns handy, just like even carrying day to day. I used to think that the people who like would carry their normal concealed carry in like appendix or on their side at 3 o'clock and then have like another tiny pocket gun or like an ankle holster or something were crazy. But now, you see guns fail as much as we do. Like it kind of makes sense. Savage, do you have a backup gun and where do you store it?
I mean, backup gun?
Yeah.
I have lots of guns.
Well, you have guns for home defense that I imagine are easy-ish to get to, and
Yeah. I mean, like my backup gun is basically right next to my primary gun, so it's like just in case, just grab a mag, stick it in, and go.
Yeah, Nick, how about you living out in the wilds of Montana?
I actually have quite a. I don't have a bedside gun or like a nightstand gun. I have 4.
Oh, all right.
So I have an AR and 5.56. That's for like 2-legged stuff. It's for people.
Okay.
And then I have my rifle that I built on a Fight Light SDR lower.
Yeah.
And that's in 458 SOCOM.
Oof.
Which I keep for bears because bears are a very real thing here.
Yeah.
I need to make
I've got those too.
458 SOCOM upper.
And then I keep a shotgun. I have my Stoker Uplander and a fanny pack full of shells that I keep because chickens. Just yesterday we had some I don't want to say what kind of bird, but some predatory birds hanging out around the chicken pen.
Bald eagles.
They were not bald eagles. I wouldn't even bother bringing the shotgun out for those because it's not worth it. So I keep that handy as well. And then I have a belt, my battle belt, which has or my gun belt or whatever you want to call it, which has like a couple of mags for my 5.56, a couple of pistol mags. It's got my Glock 48, and then tourniquet, med kit, all that good stuff.
Damn. I think Nick's got us all beat.
Yeah, I am in the process of getting it all neatly mounted on the wall so that it's all out of chewing range for the puppy.
Good idea. If the puppy chewed on the SCR, that would be like
I would be so sad.
clobbering time right there.
Yeah, I would have to add another notch into my dog belt.
Right.
Oh God.
Totally agree. Because that gun is life. That gun is awesome.
Sad puppy noises.
Nick's like, you don't even get to wait for the ATF. You're done.
And Dustin is correct. The predatory birds are emus.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
You know, they swoop in, they
Yeah.
land in the trees right above the chicken pen.
Yeah.
They hang out.
Yeah.
My favorite chicken just died yesterday.
What?
Yeah, I saw that. I'm sorry about that.
As a it had scissor beak, so it wasn't eating properly, and it just kind of died.
Hmm.
But it was cool because as soon as you walk into the coop, it would like fly up and land on your shoulder and just hang out there the entire time.
Yeah, but it was probably just because it was probably like, fucking kill me, dude.
It's probably like, I'm so hungry. Do you have food? But it was cool. I liked it. It was named Nugget. It's dead now. We didn't eat it.
I was like,
It's all skin and bones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it couldn't eat.
There's nothing there to eat. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It's like hey. Just fucking ate rocks.
Wait, did you make the chicken a wooden coffin?
I did actually. Yeah, it's the only animal I've actually made a coffin for ever.
Dang.
The other chicken that died, my first chicken died. I had an old Capri Sun box I stuck it in because I'm like, it's biodegradable, you know. But yeah, this one was a nice chicken. I actually like this chicken a lot.
That sucks, man. You're gonna have like a chicken graveyard out there. It's like Pet Cemetery.
Hopefully not. Can you imagine chickens rising?
Who's worried?
You're doing it wrong. I have 2 chickens in the freezer.
Okay.
Right.
That sounds terrible.
Chicken's delicious. What are you talking
Well,
about?
yeah, but like
really cold. One of these days I'll let them out.
Yeah.
Did you just pull off a short curly hair off your mic there, Savage?
It wasn't. It's dog hair. Like my dogs come in. I have this one dog who has long white hair, and it just kind of goes everywhere in the fucking house. So we're constantly vacuuming.
Wait, when did you get dogs?
Well, we had 3 dogs. Then we went down to 1 dog, and that was the long hair dog. And then we got another dog recently.
Oh, okay. Savage is like, we had 3 dogs. We went down to 1 dog, and now we've got 7 dogs.
It's like the worst math problem in high school. So a dog is traveling at 17 miles an hour from San Francisco.
Mother Trucker said, I think Nick is fighting off Pizzly bears. That 458 SOCOM. Jeremy, you're muted. I'm sorry. I unmuted you.
Oh,
You're good.
I said I had 14 dogs once.
14
Oh my
dogs.
God.
Jesus.
Wow.
14. Oh, because your dog had a litter of pups?
No, because my ex-girlfriend was fucking insane.
Damn.
And
So
she had
apparently
13. She had 13 dogs, and I had 1.
So I went to the Humane Society or a no-kill shelter the other day, and I was looking at dogs, and I was like in the puppy room, and one bit me. I was like, "Fuck this dog!" So I adopted it, and then went to a kill shelter and dropped it off.
Oh shit!
You didn't.
That's the fucking worst.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Yeah.
I'll take this one. I want this fucking dick dog.
I have I got a new dog, but I got a new dog. I got a free used dog. I said we were going to change her name to Fudd, free used dog. Because people, and I hate the term rescue. Like, I hate it with a passion. Like, I did not rescue this dog. This dog is in mortal danger. This dog is in more danger now than it has ever been in its entire fucking life. Because if it fucks up bad enough, I will kill it. I will shoot it without remorse and leave its body in the fucking woods.
Yeah.
As long as
Jeremy's-
it's a good dog, it doesn't have to worry about that.
That's good. Yeah, Jeremy's free used dog. He misunderstood and had an uncomfortable moment because he thought it was a free use dog.
I mean, when a dog's in heat, that means it wants sex. That is my defense.
Jeremy's
Hit.
the odds of
Oh.
Jeremy's dog being eaten by a human were like super low, and then Jeremy got it, and now they are no longer. It's a non-zero chance.
Yeah.
That joke reminds me. Jimmy Carr, also a great stand-up comedian.
Ha ha.
I don't even remember what we were talking about, so let's move on.
We keep talking about
We're
dogs.
talking about fucking dogs.
Well, you were.
Literally fucking
I don't wanna
dogs.
talk about
Yes.
fucking dogs. I just got a puppy
Oh yeah.
a couple weeks ago, and he's awesome. Tyler would probably disagree because he's pretty nippy.
Aw.
He's getting
All
better though.
puppies are.
Yeah. I
He's
agree.
10 weeks now. And he is a Bernese Mountain Dog Rottweiler mix.
Oh,
It's gonna be a big ass dog, man.
I hope it
I
mauls
know, I
you to
can't
death.
wait. I hope it does too.
Right. Nick's like, why do you think I got it?
Yeah, that's exactly why I got it. They
Big
have a
dog,
breed
no
that's
training. Let's go.
So like 6 years, I'm hoping that it'll maul me and I'll shoot it simultaneously,
And then
and
die.
we'll just bleed out together. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's gonna be a big dog. Also, Nick's dog is freaking cute. Jeremy's dog is freaking cute.
Yeah.
Savage doesn't send us pictures of his dogs.
I'll send some. I've got some around here.
Nobody
Okay.
gives a
I,
shit.
I posted a
Hey,
photo.
Savage, what are your dogs'
my-
names?
Bowie
Just
and
kidding. I don't
Biggie-
give a fuck.
What'd you say, Nick?
I posted a photo on my Bus Built Instagram page, and I will probably post more eventually.
Nice.
This is a
He's
picture.
pretty adorable.
This is a picture of my cat and dog yesterday.
Also very cute.
Yes, they're friendly.
Very, very cute. Okay, here we go. Who's next, Aaron?
Blue Alpha Gear.
No,
No, Blue Alpha.
Blue Alpha. Thank
Alright.
you.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm just so used to the old school stuff.
Hey, did you guys see the new Blue Alpha wallet?
Yeah.
You know what? I saw that today.
Did you guys order one?
Not yet.
I'm actually going to
I
order one right
did.
now.
I ordered one yesterday, and today I got shipping confirmation.
What pattern did you get?
Black multicam.
Of course.
They also have like splatter. They have regular multicam, and then like all the standard black, gray, Ranger green, all that stuff.
Yeah, and these are like the old like Velcro wallets from like the 90s. They're really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Children's wallets, not adult wallets.
Yeah, Jeremy, I don't think they'll fit your checkbook if that's what you're saying.
Yeah, Jeremy carries like the wallet where you don't have to fold your cash,
Right.
and your checkbook fits in there, and it's got like a turquoise medallion on it. And
Not turquoise.
I don't fucking know what your wallet looks like, man. I just know it's
Right,
like one of those.
I'm literally showing it, but since you
Oh.
forgot this was a podcast and thought it was a call-in show,
Oh god.
Yeah, it's a podcast. People listen to it on their iPod. Why are you showing it to anyone?
Because
So
we're
this is
talking
actually
about it.
super awesome for me, and it's perfect timing because I've been using a Core wallet for years and years now. And while it's a great wallet, it is just like one pocket that all of my cards go into. And so all my cards have rubbed together in there and essentially been destroyed.
Oh no.
And then since I moved to Montana, I got a new ID, and I'm like changing my bank to a local bank. So I will be getting a new debit card soon, and I don't want to like ruin all my new cards. So I've been searching for a like kind of keeping an eye out for a good bifold wallet. And then when I got the email about this, or saw the I saw the Facebook post about it, I
Mhm.
was like, yeah, perfect.
Nice. They look good. They look good. $24.97 bluealpha.us. Coupon code WLS10 saves you money. All right. Going ballistic. This is the news. This is going to get very contentious, I'm sure.
I don't think so. I think it's very clear cut.
I know you do.
What happened? So our favorite anti-gun actor, one of them, Alec Baldwin, had a boo-boo incident this last week, and of course everybody was jumping to his defense and going, "Oh, poor Alec Baldwin! How could something so bad happen to someone so good?" No, they're not. It's Bowie and Biggie Smalls. So Alec Baldwin was on a set. And I'll just start out with the minimum information here. He was an actor on a set. He was handed a gun, a revolver. That revolver had a live round of ammunition in it, and he ended up shooting the director of photography, as well as I think it was the director. But two people, one died, and so that's all that was really out in the information at the very beginning. But a lot of other things started coming to light afterward. So I just want to go over a few things. First of all, I got a buddy of mine who is a Steadicam operator, has worked on a lot of films with the involvement of weapons, and so he has an interesting perspective on this. So he said the first AD assistant, who's the assistant director, has every right to touch the firearm. It's literally the first AD's job to make sure that the site is safe, and that the first AD is the person whose responsibility is to notify the crew after checking themselves to verify firsthand that there is an unloaded weapon on set that cannot fire and cannot cause harm, and they are required to announce that anyone who wishes to inspect the weapon in their possession, which will remain in their possession until such a time as it is ready to be lenses up, and at that point it will be handed off to an actor or the prop master who will remain within sight and in the immediate vicinity of the first AD. And the prop master or armorer, whichever person is filling that role in the show, will then hand the weapon off to the actor, with every single person on set knowing full well that there is an unloaded and cold weapon on set. So I guess he's saying now what I'm hearing is the court documents say that some fucking assistant director, not even the assistant director, purchased some fucking random. Somebody gave Baldwin the gun and yelled "cold gun" on set. So here's the deal. One, there should never, ever, 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 ever be a live round of ammunition. Live as in there's a bullet, primer, powder on set. There's no reason at all.
Can you show me
Zero
where it was a live round? Show me proof that because I haven't actually read that anywhere.
There were a couple different.
I read a story that said.
But
I read a story that said the crew was actually using it on the backside of the ranch for target practice after hours, and a round got left in there.
That's right. Yeah, I that's what I've read as well.
I heard it, but I didn't read it.
Yeah, that's what I read as well. I didn't specifically find.
I read
ones
that
we have
in
an
actual news article.
So point one, there should never be a live round on set. Point two, there should never be a fully functional firearm on the set ever. Those are two things.
That's not true. They use fully functional firearms sometimes, especially revolvers, because nothing special is needed for a revolver to fire a blank. So they do use actual live guns to fire blanks in revolvers that aren't modified.
They should still have some kind of barrel block in them, I believe. There's usually some kind of blocked barrel that will allow the gas to come through and show that there's a spark going through, but that should not be able to allow a bullet to go through. And I have another guideline over here from, it's similar. It's from Canada, but Canada and the motion picture industry all work off kind of the same page here. It says practical weapons should not be used where a replica would suffice. Practical as in they can shoot a blank, but in any other case, a replica should suffice. Only a gun that has been manufactured for theatrical use and built accordingly by qualified personnel should be used to fire a charge. So again, it has to be specifically modified so that a bullet cannot go out the barrel. That's what the main thing is. And then no gun that is fired should be altered in any way unless the alteration is in accordance with all applicable legislation, regulations, yada, yada, by a qualified gunsmith. So we had two things that went wrong. A, there was live ammunition on set. B, there was a fully functioning firearm, at least one, possibly more. And so here's the other stuff. This wasn't the first time this has happened. It wasn't the second time. It wasn't the third time. It was the fourth time there had been an ND on set, negligent discharge on set. So there's that. And then everybody's like, oh, well, somebody handed him the gun, and it wasn't his fault. He's not only a producer of the movie, he's an owner of the production company. Okay. And I believe one of Sean's stories talks about how the AD who was on set had been gotten in trouble on other productions for having and being responsible for negligent discharges. Earlier that day, because of the previous negligent discharges, the entire union crew, well, it wasn't just that, they also hadn't been paid in 3 weeks. The entire
and they were also mad because
crew,
their hotel was an hour away and they didn't like to have to drive.
Yeah,
there.
and they shouldn't. I mean, because they're already working 12 plus hours a day. So mistakes and shit like this is going to happen. So the entire union crew walked 6 hours previous to this. So Baldwin and his company hired a bunch of unqualified people to come onto set, and nobody was qualified to properly safe the firearm. So if anybody is curious or is maybe wishy-washy as to whether this is Alec Baldwin's fault or not, it was his production company. He's the head producer. He's the guy calling the shots. After like 3 fucking negligent discharges, he still wanted to push forward the same armor and the same fucking setup and everything, when everything should have been stopped and everything should have been completely gone over, at least had some safety checks and replaced the armor, whatever. So anyway, he pushed on. He went on with a non-union crew, and he pointed the gun directly at the person. And again, in the guidelines, it says whenever you're pointing a gun in a direction, you're always supposed to point slightly off center of the person. You're not supposed to shoot directly at the person. You're supposed to shoot off center so you wouldn't hit them in the event that something happened. I mean, even blank rounds, if they're close enough, can hurt and or kill people. If you're close enough, it can kill somebody. So he violated not only every single rule of gun safety, but every single guideline in the motion picture industry guidelines. And then he fired his union crew. I mean, he didn't fire them. They quit.
Who gives a shit if they fired a union crew? He didn't fire them.
I know, but it's like those people are at least qualified to work there and have some kind of expertise.
Okay.
On Hollywood shoots.
No, he just hired. Just say he hired people that didn't know what they were doing. The fact that they're union or not has nothing to do with it. He hired retards to replace people that had a clue. Union or not has nothing to do with it.
Okay, to be fair,
I know plenty of people in the unions that are fucking idiots.
Yes, there are definitely that. But
I don't know how we've made this story boring. But okay, so they had an armorer.
Have you seen the memes? Let's just talk about the fucking memes.
We will. Hold on, not yet. They had an armorer who basically was in an interview before and said she didn't know if she was ready for this. So that's kind of a thing. Who knows where the armor was? Who knows if this was actually used for target practice? Like, a lot of this is rumor at this point. We don't know the actual story. I posted an Instagram post, and I'm still keeping track because I may have just been flat out wrong, because everyone's like, oh, the 4 rules. And I'm like, this is fucking Hollywood, dude. Like, Hollywood would not exist if they obeyed the 4 rules. So to set the stage, they were filming in a church. The scene required him to point the gun directly at the camera, but the lighting changed, so they had to move all the cameras and everything, and he had the gun in his hand. The gun was handed to him by the first assistant director, I believe, who called it a cold gun. Don't know if they checked it, don't know what happened. Handed it to the actor. The actor said, okay, so I'm going to hold my arm out like this and point it at the camera. And that's when the gun went off, and the gun hit 2 people apparently, which makes me think it wasn't an actual round, which made me think that it was some kind of shrapnel that was left in the barrel, which is exactly how Brandon Lee died in The Crow.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go, Brandon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
Let me add to that just really quick. Again, to the guidelines. If a firearm needs to be fired directly at a camera, consideration should be given to locking off the camera so everybody is away from the fucking camera. A shatterproof clear plastic shield should be placed in front of the focus puller and a blanket over the camera person. So again, nobody should have been in front of the gun if it was going off. It doesn't matter if it was supposed to be pointed at the camera. It can be pointed at the camera. Just nobody's supposed to be behind the camera when that happens.
Yeah, well, clearly that was not the case.
Yeah.
So,
friends
oops.
more in the past.
So like, clearly there is negligence here. There is absolute negligence. I don't know that the 4 rules, like, in fact, I would be willing to bet that this is very common in filming, like that they're doing shit like this, that someone like that they're like, okay, and then I'm gonna point this and I'm gonna point this over here and I'm gonna point this over here. I'm gonna point this over here. Like my guess is that, yeah, they've got the rules, and just like every other fucking rule that everyone actually has and everyone's supposed to abide by and follow, nobody actually follows the rules. So like everybody crowing about the 4 rules, like after the beginning, I'm like, yeah, I get it. That's the one thing that you know really well in guns, because it's the only thing you've ever had to memorize. And I know that since that's like the thing that you got to spout that off all the time. And like that shit just annoys me. Like it's a bad thing.
I call bullshit on, well, you're supposed to aim slightly off center.
I
watched
agree.
a movie where a guy stuck a gun barrel under somebody's fucking chin. You're telling me that was slightly off center, or that was a trick of the camera? No. He literally pointed a gun at somebody's goddamn temple.
Yeah, but I mean, if that's the case, I doubt they were using actual blanks.
I'm not saying they were using blanks. I'm
Okay,
saying
yeah,
what you
if
read,
there's a
they were
difference.
saying if you have to point a gun at somebody, you aim off center. Well,
So if it's a replica, not capable of firing blanks, that's what you would do. That's okay to do. But if it's an actual blank firing gun, that's a different story.
And then, so getting back to the 4 rules, like, do simunitions not exist? These are guns that fire projectiles. We point them directly at each other and shoot each other with them
on purpose.
On purpose. Like,
have you ever been really drunk and your friends wouldn't leave you alone and let you go to sleep? You point a loaded firearm at them.
Yeah, that was dangerous. But the thing is,
can I point one thing out?
Yes.
I think this is really crucial to understanding this story. At this point in time, Alec Baldwin has more combat experience than Jeremy does.
No, he doesn't.
He does.
Shooting somebody on a movie set is on accident is not it's not combat experience. We have the exact same amount. None.
I mean, it's closer than not shooting anyone.
Is it?
It is.
Is it? Because like I've been shot at. So does that actually mean I have more because I got shot at and he just shot somebody that wasn't expecting it at all? Wouldn't it?
No, he didn't shoot. So an ambush isn't combat.
Huh?
He fucking ice cold ambushed those guys, man.
Yeah, he ambushed somebody, not the other way around.
All right. So getting back to it, like I think that the 4 rules thing is just like ridiculous in this case. Still to this point, because I actually linked to 2 things talking about the final moments where it's like the armor, like who knows even where they were. This other assistant director or whatever grabs the gun and hands it to him and says cold gun. Who knows like what actually happened. And then, yeah, you handed the idiot actor a thing. Like 4 rules is great for people who own guns and actually like shoot guns and stuff like that. But you can't even get people to do like simple things. You're not going to teach them 4 rules that they're going to be able to memorize and repeat by rote. That's just not going to happen. And should actors push themselves to be better? Yes, absolutely. Like if we were actors, we would do the things correctly. But then a director is going to be like, okay, now point it at him and be like, no. And he'd be like, well, fuck you, you're fired. Like that's just living in the real world is really important, especially when we talk about stuff like this. In the real world, shit happens because you have a bunch of people waiting for perfect lighting and then you don't have time to be fucking around with shit. Not saying that they shouldn't, because they probably should, but like the real world doesn't roll like that. The real world, dumb things happen, and this dumb thing happened. And yes, clearly there's a ton of negligence here. The actor, probably the least blameful. The producer,
he is the producer.
Probably, I know exactly. So
and he's the owner of the production company.
As an actor,
that's what the point he was making.
Yeah, as an actor, like it is what it is. As the producer, like it seems like serious mistakes were made. I absolutely, if it turns out that if he was doing something that I think he had a responsibility to do, or wasn't doing something he had a responsibility to do, I'll make another meme where I look like an idiot. And that's fine. Like, I'll admit to it. But at this point, I still don't think that that's the case. I still don't think.
Does anybody else really want to see this movie now?
Kinda.
I want them to leave that in.
What if it's all just a marketing ploy?
Maybe. I don't know. Aaron,
But don't forget that Alec Baldwin now has more statesides than Jeremy.
yes. Oh, I will also say that now I've started seeing conspiracy theories about like that the union did it on purpose, and I mean, shit, who knows?
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
Alec Baldwin probably did it on purpose. That gun probably was cold when it was handed to him, and then he quietly put it around.
Yep. Put it in.
Aaron, what do you think about the whole thing?
I don't have enough information really to draw upon. You know, there's just so many questions that I can't make an educated guess because I'm not in that field. So I don't know. I'm going to have to wait till everyone else armchairs it, I guess, and figure it out, you know.
Aaron coming in hot with the logic and reason.
I was asked earlier if Alec Baldwin was going to be replacing Jeremy on the show because Alec Baldwin has more experience shooting people.
So you're just still pushing that joke, huh? All right, cool.
I really am.
Okay. Now the memes are fucking amazing. Like, and honestly, like Alec Baldwin, big, huge piece of shit. Don't give a fuck about him at all. The memes are amazing. I've been laughing at him. I've been saving them to my phone because they're so great. It's amazing.
Yeah, they are pretty fire. I will comment on that.
I put a few up.
Yeah. I saw a meme today that was amazing, and it was like conservative memers when Alex Baldwin shoots somebody and it's just a bunch of people celebrating and hugging each other and crying and is like, he shot him.
I think my favorite so far is Top Gun, but it says Prop Gun.
Oh God, yeah.
Is photoshopped over Tom Cruise and he has like a shocked expression.
Yeah.
I think my favorite was Alec Baldwin. It said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Or the one about him saying he's going to make the yellow shirt that says "Hands up, don't shoot."
Oh, that just aged like milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fucking.
There's also the screenshot of the Twitter post where it's like, I wonder how it must feel to wrongfully kill someone.
Right.
Oh yeah, that one. Oh God.
Law enforcement shooting.
Yeah, that's the one I think Jeremy was just going to mention too.
Oh yeah. It's just like, dude, you know what? Couldn't happen to a better person.
Yeah. So I will say that like the humanity of the situation is not lost on me. Like this lady lost her life. Like,
yeah.
No.
It's a tragedy for her.
No.
I know.
She was probably a communist. Communists aren't people. Nobody actually died. No human beings were killed.
Well, we don't know that. And honestly, the humanity of this, and like I think Alec Baldwin is a huge piece of shit. I kind of feel bad for him. Like this has to be like just literally the fucking worst thing.
I hope it's his own living hell and it causes him to commit suicide. That would be awesome.
I'm with. Well, I don't know about the suicide part, but I'm with Jeremy.
Why not?
Otherwise.
Yeah.
I don't wish death on people necessarily.
Why not? I want bad people to die. He's a bad person.
I agree, but not to the. I wouldn't say necessarily to the point where I'd want him dead.
I don't know. I want every communist dead.
I don't care if he's alive, but I also you recover and he's going to be sued by fucking everybody in the universe.
As he should.
Yeah. And Big Game 151.
I want to sue him. You know why? Nick's bad jokes.
Right? He gave Nick all this ammunition.
Not even ammunition, just
like someone gave Alec Baldwin.
Yeah. Except
sensible chuckle.
Except Nick's ammunition isn't live. He's just shooting blanks over there.
Nick, is that true? Are you infertile?
No. Oh. I don't. I mean, I've never been checked. I don't know.
Dustin
H children?
Said,
I don't think so.
Dustin H just said Savage secretly sends Alec Baldwin a high point.
It wouldn't be a secret. I'd advertise that shit everywhere.
Okay, well, like seriously, I'm sorry that the lady lost her life. This situation is fucking stupid.
I probably would have hated her too, so I don't care.
Yeah, it's sad though. It is. And I don't even disagree with you. She probably was a commie. She's in Hollywood, so she's either a rapist, a pedophile, or a communist. So there you have it.
Okay.
Savage really wants to be like, you got to correct that. We'll get sued. Nobody listens to this.
I
Listen to
disagree
us.
with that assessment because I know a lot of people in Hollywood who aren't that way. But
Really? How many?
yeah.
How many's a lot? 4, 5?
1.
Well, everybody that I worked with down there, well, majority of the people that I worked with down there, they were in post and on set. So like crew people, generally, you're not going to find that are like that. Directors, producers, suck ups to them are generally those kind of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was the director of cinematography. I'm pretty sure she was. I would bet money she was a fucking commie.
Okay. Like,
So,
I don't even understand
Savage.
why this is a thing to really push.
Because it makes it a joke to say no human beings died if she was a communist.
Yeah, I
because
mean-
commies aren't people.
You made the joke and then you like tripled down on it. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna triple down on it.
what
So
we-
anyway,
go ahead, Nick.
Alec Baldwin has killed more people than Jeremy.
You know what?
I'm just gonna-
So
Alec
have you
Baldwin
because you're
actually
killing
dropped
me.
that He worked in Hollywood.
What, Nick?
Do what? What, Jeremy? Oh,
I
I
said-
was gonna say, like,
I
I
said-
had to casually drop that he worked in Hollywood.
Right. I saw it. I caught it.
I said you got more confirms than I do because you're fucking killing me with your bad jokes.
Do you guys know
Okay.
you guys know
Keep
what
him
I
up.
you guys know what I mean about the whole like freaking 4 rules thing? Like the memes were fucking
Yes.
great. It was just the people who were like, "Oh, the 4
Yeah.
rules, dude, got to follow the
Nobody-
4 rules."
Yeah,
Okay.
we
Good.
all agree with you.
They aren't
Oh,
absolute under
no one
filming,
cares.
but
We care about
under
the
many.
The jokes about Jeremy.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay, next story.
All right, we'll finally fucking move on from this thing. Okay, because we did it to death. So good news coming out of Illinois. So the Illinois Supreme Court has ruled that the Cook County's 2 taxes on both gun and ammunition are in violation of the state's constitution. And this is a 6-0 decision. And I mean, that's pretty bold. I mean, a 6-0 decision in the Illinois Supreme Court for pro guns. Wow. So anyways, they ruled that while the taxes do not directly burden a law-abiding citizen's right to use firearms for self-defense, they do directly burden the law-abiding citizen's right to acquire a firearm and the necessary ammunition for self-defense. They wrote that the taxes are in violation of the uniformity clause of the state's constitution and noted that the revenue that's collected wasn't being directed towards programs for funding that reduces gun violence. Oh, even though I'm sure they said that money was going to, prevent gun violence. It never does. And nothing in the ordinance indicates that the proceeds generated from the ammunition tax must be specifically directed to initiatives aimed at reducing gun violence, according to the Chicago Sun-Times. So this is just, again, same thing happened in Washington State. The state, despite the rules, having, the state has preemption over local ordinances. So I mean, you can't, a city can't write an ordinance that is more strict than the state's gun laws. In our same case, and in the case here in Illinois, Cook County imposed taxes that were not in line with the state's, and obviously that caused an undue burden. And I would hope that if anybody is in Washington State, maybe Firearms Policy Coalition could get on the ball, see this, and bring that over to the Ninth Circuit and say, hey, this is how they ruled over here in Illinois. Maybe we can do the same thing over here in Washington State, because Seattle so far is the only municipality I know of that has done that, but it's set a precedent, and our state Supreme Court already has ruled that it was constitutional, even though it's not. So, good for Illinois, and we're kind of fucked.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, that is good that the Supreme Court found that way. And it's not like it was pro-gun. They were just like reading the Constitution and saying that it was undue burden.
Yep.
And I'm surprised, but that is a good thing. Illinois Black Rhino Concealment, they make holsters. I carry mine every single day. Appendix, the ACS. It is black multicam, has awesome clips. I wear it all the time. Aaron, do you wear a Black Rhino holster often?
Sorry about that. Yeah, it's actually the only holsters I use, to be honest with you. I don't know if they still sell them, but they had these quick made ones that were like a bunch of Glock ones.
The quick ship. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have several of those that fit and work really well.
Nick C over at welikeshooting.com/advertisers said about Black Rhino concealment, the TCS. I started with a TCS holster for my P10C and have continued down the path by adding a CCS for the P365 XL, then a TCS for the SIG, then another TCS when I added a light to my P10C. Each time the fit and quality of the holster was excellent, building high quality, highly specific products to continually drive customers back for more excellent business model. There was a pause in there somewhere, but blackrhinoconcealment.com, coupon code WLSMOFO will save you 15% off. Actually, I believe is what that coupon code does. So go check them out. Last story, Saf.
Last story, a new study out of Massachusetts. So Massachusetts,
Oh, no,
Massachusetts.
There's two
Sorry?
stories. My bad.
Well, a story and a half. But anyway, new story. New study has shown that the extra gun control measures that went into effect 6 years ago in Massachusetts had little to no effect on crime rate in the state, raising questions about the enforcement of these laws. So as we've seen before, universal background checks and laws of those ilk have in several studies before, whether it's Washington State, Oregon, California, Colorado, I think Delaware was another one, repeatedly show that the laws have virtually zero impact on crime. So this specific law, which was enacted in the wake of Sandy Hook by Governor Deval Patrick, paved the way for a creation of a web portal for gun dealers to check the validity of a firearms license and track sales and transfers of firearms. It also tightened the requirements for background checks on the sales of firearms and licensing procedures. So the study had found that about 1 to 5% of adults residents in Massachusetts County have a firearm license. So very small percentage of adults in Massachusetts have a firearm license. She found that a 1% rise in denied licenses and denied licenses due to unsuitability increased robberies by 7.3 and 8.9% respectively after the law took effect. For every other type of violent crime, including rape, murder, and aggravated assault, she found no statistically significant change. So again, another example of that's scientifically backed in the tool belt here, saying, hey, look, you pass all these gun laws, they don't have any fucking effect. The only thing they do is discourage and disenfranchise legal gun owners, while criminals will go out, get guns however the fuck they want to, because they don't give a shit about your laws, and they will just continue victimizing the law abiding. Gun laws do not protect the law abiding, they harm the law abiding.
American University. I've never heard of it. Is that Ivy League or just like Fern League?
I don't know.
I've heard of the university. Is it the American University? Is that the one in DC? I've heard of the University of the Americans, or maybe it is the American.
No,
University.
that's different. University of the Americas is something completely different.
Okay.
I know the university is in Washington, D.C. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have heard of it. I had a friend who attended there. Yeah.
Interesting. Is it like a conservative, or is it like all other?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty liberal there, to be honest with you.
I thought it's so interesting study coming out of them, but just kind of reconfirming the thing that we already know.
Yep.
Crypto Redneck. I don't think the cast can handle 3 hours of podcasting. Everyone looks bitter as fuck. No.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Jock Itch. Aaron is the reasonable person on the show. Are we in Bizarro World?
Is he though?
Yeah,
No,
actually, fine. I think tonight he has been.
I think he's just tired. Rest of shit.
Aaron, you just added some breaking news.
Breaking news about the Alec Baldwin shooting. I think if you could click on that, it's a big headline. I think everyone should read it. Alec Baldwin has more confirms than Jeremy.
It just says confirmed. Confirm what? Dick suckings?
Okay.
No.
Well, there's one way to find out, Jeremy.
I'm confirmed kills.
Say that.
I like how hard Jeremy pushes against this. That's the whole thing that like makes it funny to me. If I was like,
I think it's a stupid premise. Like
Jeremy, and Jeremy was like, "Yeah, sure, he does." Then I'd be like, "Okay," but Jeremy's like, "No, no, no, no."
I said
No.
I never disagreed that he had more confirmed kills. What I said was it's stupid that you would say he has more combat experience than me. If anything, neither of us have any. I did not
True.
get to go
I agree.
overseas.
Yes.
He killed somebody on accident. I have more combat training and an understanding of how it works. But to say that he has more combat experience is not a thing.
No,
Wasn't he in World War II?
That's what I'm arguing against. Yes, he has more kills than me, although he wishes he didn't.
True.
I would be ecstatic as long as I didn't go to jail. He is distraught, which I'm glad for. So, like in my own little Schadenfreude, I'm kind of glad that he's miserable because fuck him.
I don't know. He was pretty badass when he was in a submarine hunting down that KGB agent.
Was that the Hunt for Red October?
Yes.
Yes,
It
it
is.
was
Good
Hunt for
job.
October.
Good job.
You know, I've never actually watched that one. I think that's the only Tom Clancy movie I have not seen.
It's
good.
actually really good.
It is good. I like it. I like it. Okay. Well, there we go. Aaron, who are we talking about next?
Next, we're going to be talking about one of my favorites of all time. It's Franklin Armory, Sean.
Why are they one of your favorites of all time?
Because they have something. Okay, so we all know that they have some really amazing guns and a lot of California compliant firearms, but they have this thing, Sean. They have this thing, and it looks like an old. God damn it! How would you describe it, Sean?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yes, it's like CWS or CD.
It's a grip. Yeah, it's CWM, CWS, CMS, CW. Oops, CWS.
Is that what it's called?
This thing is. I guess I just don't like it as much as you do.
Dude, I want one so bad. You have no idea. You know what?
I'm gonna find it. I'm looking on their website.
Okay, you look for it, and I'm gonna look in my location because I'm gonna look into our personal chat because I keep asking you about it.
It's a handle, Jeremy, to basically turn. It's like one of those double handles with a trigger on it. God,
what?
I don't know. Damn it.
Yeah, CWS. That's what it is. CWS 3.
CWS. 0 results.
Okay, so the way I usually find it is I Google 3WS Franklin Armory.
CWS.
You just said 3WS.
No, I said C.
I think
you said 3WS.
There it is. It's this, Jeremy.
CSW. CSW.
Oh,
Literally CS. Look at CW. No, you motherfucker, because you don't know how to goddamn spell, you idiot. And it's not even a word. It's a fucking acronym. You can't even spell an acronym, you goddamn idiot. Also,
you know what?
Have I mentioned I'm hungry?
Did I ever say that fucking Alec Baldwin has more kills than you?
Oh my God.
Fuck off.
No, we're gonna be fucking even. You keep it up.
So what's pretty cool is it's got two triggers, one on each side, on each handle, and they're both independent. So it's like you can just pull either or trigger.
So the triggers go both ways.
Yeah,
just like other people.
It's interesting. I guess I just don't care about this very much.
I would love that. Put a drum mag on the bottom of that and mount it on the back of my truck, and it would be fun to shoot.
It does look like it would be fun to shoot. It's $639.99, franklinarmory.com. Coupon code WLS10 is going to save you $64. And if you want it like Aaron does, that's exactly how you can do it. It is time for some reviews. Jeremy reads the reviews. Jeremy likes the reviews. He loves them. He looks forward to them every single week.
I hate the reviews this week. I fucking hate them.
Yeah, I can understand that.
They are brutal for me to I almost went in and edited them, but I'm like, I can't, because these are the honest reviews from people, and God damn it, people, you fucking hate me.
Sometimes they do.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Jeremy.
You give them every reason, motherfucker.
Sometimes.
Jeremy, go ahead.
Okay, Jesus Christ. Let's see here. Definitely 5 squares by Chinese empanada. That actually sounds really fucking good.
I want an empanada.
Can I have like an empanada with like General Tso's in it or something? Like,
yeah, I'd be in for that.
I'm so hungry.
Yeah, I would
too.
With like in like an egg roll wrap, like would that work?
Ooh.
I bet it
Would that be an empanada? Or would it just be egg roll pierogi?
I don't know.
Like,
It sounds good either way.
Yeah, I want
Right.
it.
yeah, egg roll.
I think isn't that just a McDonald's apple pie, basically?
No.
Kind of. All right. Man, back in the
When
day,
have you had a McDonald's apple pie that was wrapped in an egg roll wrapper?
bro, I haven't had a McDonald's apple pie in like 30 years.
Okay, well maybe you should go get one because it's nothing like that.
Whatever. Fine.
All right. Definitely 5 squares by Chinese Empanada. Been a listener for the past 2 years. Keeps me busy while I'm at work, and the banner is hilarious. Team Jeremy all the way, and Aaron is a commie.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the nicest thing any of these things say about me, by the way.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
5 squares from Calm on Sense 5. Not common, COMON. Calm on. Let me start by saying if you hear a hum from Jeremy before answering a question, just stop whatever you're doing and pay attention, even if you're in the middle of making a baby. And yes, I listen to it in the shower, at work, driving, and even while making love. That's how good this podcast is. By the way, instead of beeping every ever bad word, they should do it every time Aaron talks. Trust me when I tell you, hearing an F-bomb every once in a while won't do the harm, and he is way less disrespectful than listening to the absurdity that sometimes comes out of his mouth. Very entertaining, though, when the whole cast demolishes his arguments and turns against him. P.O.
piss off. I think he meant yes.
No, it's POI. I think maybe point of interest.
No, I think it's P. I think he meant to say PS. I started.
No, he said PO. Piss off, I guess. I don't know. PO, I started the nutrient challenge today, but I'ma bring it up a notch and do it for 44 days. Hopefully I don't get dead. Well, you won't get dead. You'll just be hungry longer.
I hope he dies.
Whoa.
Yeah. I'm a pretty fucking reasonable person, but these fucking comments really got me going this week.
Wow. I wonder if they were left by
Hey,
Zeph.
Aaron, does this look good in the camera?
That's how Alec Baldwin got a stateside.
Yeah. That's what I gotta do. I just gotta start killing people and get away with it. From Facebook, Appalachian Gunrunner. Why are you changing the font while I'm trying to read it?
Sorry.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I really do love this show. A few years ago, I listened in and thought these guys are stupid and assholes. Last year, Sean was on Hank's, Shaun. I don't even know what that is. Was on Hank Strange's show, and I figured I'd give y'all another shot. One episode, and I was like, man, these are great. These guys are great, informative, entertaining, hilarious. I'm stupid and an asshole for not watching them before. True story, y'all wait. All right, this guy doesn't know how to use commas. True story, y'all one of my faves now. Funny thing, at first I thought Jeremy was an asshole and an asshole. But more I watch, the more I realize I agree with him more than anyone. P.S. Aaron looks old as fuck.
That's the one that hurts the most right there.
P.S.S. Aaron is old as fuck.
Never mind. I'm not even going to talk.
Or would it be, no, it'd be P.P.S., not P.S.S. It'd be postscript.
Oh, yeah,
so
you're right.
P.P.S. Aaron is old as fuck.
Yeah.
P.P.P.S. Fuck Aaron.
Pew S.
Is that the show name? Pew Pew S.
I've got so many good ones. Like earlier, I don't even think anyone noticed it, but Savage was trying to say gun laws and he said gun lies. I thought that was fantastic.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
Before we finish the show, we should probably talk about one of our favorite suppressors.
The name of the show is Alec Baldwin has more confirmed kills than Jeremy.
It's a long title.
Yeah, that's why it's funny.
Actually, that might be worth making that long of a fucking title. Oh shit.
So my Seekins low profile gas block works
Yes, sir.
great with my Bowers suppressor, Sean.
Is it weird that I actually kind of feel bad for Aaron right now? Like normally I don't, but I'm like I feel bad for Aaron right now. Those were some rough reviews.
You know what? It's over. I'm over it. It's in the past. I'm not.
Can we
worried
talk about it more though?
We can, but I'm over it. I'm
Okay.
above it.
So
Am I above it?
Bowers Group.
Yeah, Bowers Group, man. They make some great suppressors. I like them. I'm using them. In fact, I use them whenever I can. Hunting with suppressors are legal to hunt with in Michigan, so they are on. It's on my hunting rifle for sure. It was on my home defense AR, but now I pulled it off. Now I have to readjust that gas block.
Dude, everything cut out. Everyone, did I disappear?
No,
No.
but you did freeze up.
Okay. Was it a good ad read?
I felt like it was. Nothing
Okay,
disrespectful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
BowersGroup.com, coupon code WLS saves you money. We love Bowers Group.
Biblically.
We have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have. Hey, go to welikeshooting.com/advertisers and get free swag for telling us what you think of the companies that we work with. We would absolutely love it if you did that. Savage, how's everything going, man? Have you had a chance to shoot lately?
I was gonna go shoot today, but I didn't get a chance to. I think next week on Wednesday I'm gonna get out with a buddy and we're gonna go down. I got to set in some rifles. I got to show him how to shoot a pistol, so it'll be fun.
Nice. What
Over
rifles
here
do you
lying
decide
that he's got friends.
Well, I put some new optics on my ARs, so probably have to sight those guys in. And I've been meaning to shoot the Norinco AK I've got in 5.56, so I think that'll be a lot of fun.
Nice. Do you think that one will eat steel, or do you think you're gonna have to shoot brass out of it?
Oh, I know it can eat steel.
Nice.
Yeah, there's no problem with that.
Nick, what about you? You've been shooting lately?
I have, yeah. I just went out last week and introduced one of my nephews to the AR. And then I've been doing some duck hunting, which has been a lot of fun.
So do you guys have calls and is that, I'm not familiar. I haven't been.
I do not have calls, but I've been hunting with my brothers and they do. They're quite a bit better equipped and more experienced in duck hunting than I am. This is my first season, doing it seriously.
That's cool.
So I'm learning a lot and I'm having a ton of fun. I never had a whole lot of interest in it before. It's something I've done once or twice and never really cared that much about, I guess. But doing it now, I've been enjoying it a lot.
What shotgun are you using?
My Stoger, the Uplander.
And that's a semi-auto, or is it a pump?
No, it's a side-by-side.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I still need to get an over-under or even a side-by-side. That would be fine.
I actually have a fairly inexpensive side-by-side at the shop, like an old Stevens.
Is it pretty cool?
I kind of want to take it and cut it down into a coach gun, but yeah, it is.
I'll buy it.
Okay, I'll call you tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good. Oh, by the way, never mind. I'll tell you after the show.
You're gay?
No.
Angel's a man, and you're gay.
No.
Oh,
but she's
sure?
hot. So if she was a dude, I would totally be gay for her.
I'd suck that chick's dick.
No, he was going to tell you that Alec Baldwin has more combat experience.
No, I was going to say that, people say that penis size isn't important, but I tell you, if a chick sends me a picture of her dick and it's even 1 millimeter bigger than mine, I'm out.
I know size isn't important, but I still wish you didn't have it.
Shit. All right.
Yeah, the Stoker's been pretty awesome. It's the cheapest new side by side that you can get. I expected it to be kind of junky. It's the one that I bought on Gunbroker when I was drunk.
Oh yeah.
Going into duck hunting, my brothers had me convinced that if I didn't have a semi-auto, it was gonna suck, and I ended up getting more birds than both of them.
Nice.
And part of that is that it's got the IC and the modified choke. So you shoot that first barrel and you have a larger spread, and then the second barrel has a tighter choke on it, so you have like more range. And I think that has really made a big difference for me, that I have
sense.
the two options on the chokes, and it slows me down knowing that I only have those two shots. So like I take that first one in a hurry, and if I miss, then I have a little bit more time to line up that second one.
That makes a ton of sense. Like a little bit of strategy, a little bit of psychology.
Yeah, but it's been so much fun.
That's cool, man. I really want to do that. I can't wait to get out in the woods and hike around with a gun and then go home.
Yeah,
it's going to be fun. But yeah, man, I want to go duck hunting. Does anyone in Colorado go duck hunting? Is that a thing?
See if there's I don't know if there's snow geese in Colorado or not.
Canadians?
But if you know snow geese, not Canada geese. If you
okay.
want to go murder things just in mass, go snow goose hunting. I mean, fuck, if you want to set it up, we'll go to like, I know they're in the west or the central flyway. So like Kansas, that kind of area. You want to go fucking murder snow geese? They literally come in flocks of like 40 to 100,000. There's no fucking limits. There's no shell limits in your guns. Mossberg literally sells a snow goose shotgun that's a 12+1 capacity because they come in thicker than flies on a bull's ass, and you just fucking murder them. Like when a flock of snow geese come overhead, it's literally that line in 300 where he's like, "We will blot out the sun." Yeah, they fucking do.
That's fucking crazy, man. All right, I want to go snow geese hunting. If that turns out to be a euphemism, I'm going to be really pissed.
No.
Okay, I'm in. All right, let's wrap this up. Join the gun. Aaron, you said you've been shooting. Oh yeah, you talked about it. I didn't want to leave you out.
Oh, thanks, John. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Well, so, and for those who are writing reviews, you can leave me out.
Free stickers for anyone who leaves an Aaron review this week. Let's see. Hey, Aaron, during the Ice Age, did you do the cave thing, or are you more of an igloo guy?
Hey, Crypto Redneck, does your mom know you're gay?
Awesome.
He's like, yeah, I came out when I was 16 and she told me she loved me.
Oh boy.
Joke's on you, you old bear.
Hey, did anyone watch Cop Shop yet? Has everyone seen that?
No, I didn't.
No.
I watched Old Henry.
How's that?
It was so good. It was really good. It was really good. Old Henry's a Western. And if you watch the trailer, there's one thing, and if you don't catch it or you don't know history enough, you won't get like the thing that got me excited for the movie was in the trailer, the bad guy's looking at the protagonist, and he goes, "Last name's McCarty," and he goes, "Yeah," and he goes, "What's your first name?" And he goes, "Henry," and I was like, oh shit. So Henry McCarty. Does anybody know who Henry McCarty? And don't fucking Google it.
He used to play for the Red Wings.
No.
Oh, that was Darren McCarty.
Oh, okay.
Henry McCarty.
I know who he is.
Who?
It's Billy the Kid.
Yeah, Billy the Kid. Yeah, you fucking Googled it, you motherfucker. Yeah, William H. Bonney, William Antrim, Henry McCarty, one Billy the Kid. Like, so
okay.
As it goes, Billy the Kid didn't die in Fort Sumner, New Mexico. He moved to the Oklahoma territories, had a family, left all that shit behind him. And this guy comes around fucking around with him, and gunfights ensue. And it's actually really good.
That sounds pretty good. I would love that.
It was a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
That's pretty dope. Sounds pretty awesome. Get involved with your local politics. Give money, or give your time. Fuck giving money to any of these gun advocacy groups anymore. But like give time. It's such a crapshoot anymore. Like FPC doing great fucking work. Like really doing some good things. Their emails literally worse than the NRA. It makes me just feel like Aaron does about Zev, basically.
Fuck Zev.
Travis S. The movie was Old Henry, and looks awesome. But get involved locally. Make sure your politicians know your name and how you stand, because they are there for the people, to do the people's will, because we vote them into office. And I think sometimes they forget why they're there. We're live every single week, but you can subscribe to the podcast. Go to welikeshooting.com/show to subscribe. Anyone else have any final words of wisdom before we move on?
Shoot straight.
Don't drive like my brother.
What did he do?
Nothing. It's
Don't drive like my brother.
Don't drive like my brother.
Don't drive. I don't have a brother. Always prefer dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery. We'll see you next week.
No, I just read a meme that was funny.
Tell us about it.
When I was a kid getting put to bed at 9 o'clock, I couldn't wait until I was grown up. I could stay up until whatever time I wanted. That time is apparently 9 o'clock.
Okay, so for the show title, I wrote down "Gun Lies, Kill Shelter" after Aaron's little joke. Baldwin's body count, and we're going to be even if you keep it up.
I kind of like Baldwin's body count.
All right,
I'm good with that.
Yeah, it's
Sold.
contemporary.
I'm going to sell this as an NFT for $30. It's
Right,
one
you-
round.
You got to beat out, what was that? Recoil?
Chris
You got to
Chang?
beat out Recoil
Yeah.
magazines. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Chang's cover went for $10K.
Yep. 10K.
Yeah.
You know what? If I could get you know what we should do is sell a picture of Baldwin crying
As an NFT. Holy fuck.